what are some of the inner critic patterns, like the self-judgement patterns that tend to come in when you have anxiety? So the ways that you judge yourself, criticize, because I think there's also a shame element, right? That what people might think or how you judge yourself with that.
I think it's just, I don't want people to judge me for it. And I also judge myself for it.
Yeah.
Like if I was someone else, I just would hate her.
Is that true though? If you saw someone else that was feeling afraid, would you hate them? Because I'm not sure that's true. I think your inner critic has a whole way of judging you and beating you up. But I think if you saw someone else that was feeling upset or feeling scared, I think you'd be empathic, I think, towards that person.
Yeah, it's just different when it's like how you want yourself to like look.
So it doesn't meet your idealized self-image, the way that you want people to perceive you.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
So I'm curious we all do this, by the way, so I'm smiling because it's like such a universal thing.
Yeah.
Who's the person that you think you need to be liked, to be, loved, to be saved, all the things that you want to be in the world?
I'm definitely someone who's just confident.
So someone comes across as confident.
Yeah, and like doesn't cry all the time.
I don't think you cry all the time. You're in a very specific context right now where I'm asking you all the questions you probably don't want me to ask you, which of course that feels challenging. So
just I don't know, someone who's like fun all the time and doesn't really worry about things.
Is anybody fun all the time?
Well, no, but I want to be.
So here's one of the things that often happens, that inner critic voice that we all have has this impossible ideal of who it says we need to be, we should be, we have to be. And then we compare ourselves against that ideal and we never quite live up to it. And the further we get from it, the more stressed we become, the more worried we become, the more anxious we become. And then the closer we get to it, often we don't even feel better for getting close to it, because it's almost like a moving thing that however well we do, it's never quite good enough for that idealized image.
Yeah.
So it sounds to me like you're putting an enormous amount of pressure on yourself as well. You pressure on yourself to be fun and confident and have it all together and to be that way all the time. And if you're not that way, there's this sort of relentless self-criticizing, judgment, beating up on yourself, giving yourself a hard time.
Yeah.
And it sounds pretty harsh to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I know it's harsh, but yeah, it's just a lot different when it's yourself. I don't really think that I'm being harsh on myself at all, because I don't really...
Because you're normalised to it. This is what you do,
yeah.
Totally. And that's part of yours and my job together here, is to put a spotlight on some of those things so you can go, well, hang on, actually, maybe I don't have to do it that way. And maybe actually it's not even helpful that I'm doing it that way.
Yeah.